worst enemies, enemy. Young fly and say, gotta smooth it out for a minute. Hey.
What's up, y'all? This your boy Markey Chukes, along with my co-host Travis Monfort. And today in the barbershop, we got Miss Mary Monfort and Miss Elaine Watkins. And if you remember the two, we had them on last year when we were at the MLK breakfast. And this is what year is this?
27th.
27th year of the.
I am my sister's keepers.
I am my brother's keeper.
Positive Role Model Weekends.
Keeper of the Dream Ministries.
Okay, and once again, how did this idea come about?
Well, it started out as a birthday celebration for my daughters, and we had 75 girls spend the night at our house. And me being the teacher that I am, I wanted to expand that and do something different and bring it to the whole community. So the next years after that, we took it to different places throughout the community. And some of those same girls that started out in my house now come back every year to help us. And if they can't come back, they will sponsor a child, or they'll call just to say, you know what, I'm excited for you guys. I can't be there. But I remember when I went to the first ones.
And Elaine, there's something special about the venue for this year's Am I My Sister's Keeper event. Back when I grew up, when they had the event, we used to have them at the community center at the Salvation Army. Then it moved to the YMCA, which was cool. But this year, tell them what's so special about the venue.
It's special because the first year that Mary came to me and spoke with me, she was on fire for this idea, and she came to me and she said, where should we do it? Well, we were both working at Bradfield Community Center at that time. And guess what? We started it there, and we're right back where we started.
Okay, so what can the young people look forward to? What kind of events and things are you guys going to have throughout the night, or is this a you question, Miss Monfort?
We're going to share. Okay, we have a lot of events planned this year. We have 13 sessions that the girls can attend throughout the night. One of my favorite ones this year will be it's called by Heavenly Stitches. The girls are going to make a quilt that are going to be in that session. They'll get to take that quilt home that night. It's going to be a very small quilt, but a lot of our young girls don't know the importance of the quilt back in the slavery days. And so we're going to be talking to them about how the quilt was used to help slaves get to North. Because if you saw a quilt laying out on the porch or on the line at a house, you knew that that was a safe house for the slaves. And so we wanted to let our young people know that the quilts are very important, and quilts were passed down from generation to generation. Also, we're going to have arts and crafts. We're going to have, I made up a bingo game called Powerful Women, Footprints in the Sand. And we always talk about Sojourner Truth and Harriet Tubman, but I wanted our young girls to know that there are powerful women right here in the city of Lima. So along with other women's names from history, I added women's names here that are in the city of Lima. So our young girls can say, oh, I know that lady, or I seen that lady, or I go to her beauty shop, or I go to her store. And so I put this in the form of a bingo game. It's called Powerful Women, Footprints in the Sand. We're going to have a Black History class, which will be about our First Lady, Michelle Obama, is going to be taught by Miss Tiffany Wright. We're going to have a Bible lesson on Mary and Martha called Sister to Sister. And one of our former participants, Sharita Smith, who is now a lawyer in Atlanta, is flying in, and she's going to be one of our presenters, and she's going to talk about You Can Succeed. Also from Atlanta is Tanya Long, who is one of our participants, is coming in from Atlanta, and she's going to talk about Respect Yourself. The sorority, Central State Universities, is coming, Delta Sigma Theta. They're going to come and they're going to mentor as well as do a step show. And of course, we're going to have Elaine's favorite part is the fashion show.
Yes, yes.
And you have one model and 3 designers, and they have 15 minutes to design an outfit, and then they model those outfits for the rest of the girls. Elaine has some other stuff.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead, read off of your paper. It's your turn to read.
Actually, along with those, we're also going to have a nutrition class, and it will be taught by a young lady from the Lima Memorial Women's Wellness. We have fire safety. We'll have our safety inspectors, our fire inspectors come in, and we'll teach that class. We got a mime class. I am so looking forward to that. We got a young lady that used to be a participant. She's going to be doing that. Also, love this, follow your dreams. This class is going to be totally awesome. When you're following your dreams, and then we have Who Am I? This is another self-esteem class. And the kids will have an opportunity. You'll tell them what the person has done, and then they'll try to figure out who they are. Physical fitness, we have a class for that. Along with nutrition goes physical fitness. So we're going to learn how to eat. We're going to learn how to exercise. Then we have the dance group. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, my
dance
bad.
group.
Okay, yeah.
And also the Ebony Queens will come in.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Tell me what y'all having.
We got the dance group. Hey.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. Tell me what y'all having.
And we will also have, volunteers like Sister Monfort said. We will have the sorority sisters, but we do have the Ebony Queens coming in, which is a
The
local
motorcycle.
motorcycle club. Yes, of young ladies. That's just a rising group, and they're going to come back and they're going to give back, and we just love it. We're looking forward to it.
Hold on. Let me there's a lot of events going on, and we can look at the papers and see that y'all got a night full of events. But on a personal level, why do you and Miss Monfort, also known as Mama, that's my mom. Why do y'all keep doing this? What makes you? What inspires you? Because I know at one time I know Mom was saying, I think this is going to be the last year, and that was like, then she said it was going to be the last year.
25th.
But you're back again. Why are you back again?
Back again because we see the need. When we see our young women and our young men in a state of hopelessness, whatever little bit we can give back, we don't mind doing that. And we know that if we can just save one, we're on a road to what we call recovery of our youth. And if it only, people say, well, it's only one night, but one night can be a lifetime. You'd be surprised at the number of lives that change in one night. So that's why we keep doing this. And it's not about us. It's about our kids and our future. I mean, look at you.
I'm here.
Look at you. Look at Markey. You guys came through programs like this, and look at you. You're successful men. And you give back to the community. And that's what we are looking to do. We're looking to impart something in you at a young age, a seed. And when that tree blossoms, we'll watch you put a seed in someone else. And we look at each other every year and we say, huh. But guess what?
We are so
At the end of it, we look at each other and say, see you next year. And in November, we start getting excited.
And then, Markey, you were saying something earlier about sponsorships from local businesses. Go ahead and touch on that.
We want to give your sponsors some shout out.
We have quite a few people and places that are sponsoring. We've got Jones Clark Funeral Home. They always help to sponsor every year. We've got different organizations that reach out and donate. And we've got Dr. Tony Pitts, who is from Lima, but he now lives in a different city. I talked to him this morning. He's not unable to come, but he's going to donate. He's going to donate and sponsor some boys for the boys' sleepover. So we don't do it by ourselves. And we have never in the 27 years turned a child away.
Never.
And we've always talked to people about sponsoring a child to come to this worthwhile event. And the event does, even though it's just one night, it lasts all throughout the year, because all throughout the year the kids know that we care about them. And they'll see us. They'll say, "Hi, Miss Lane. Hi, Miss Mumford," and they never know when we're going to show up at the school, or show up at one of their events that they're having at their school. And so it's a domino effect, because if we touch their lives, and they can in turn touch other people's lives. And a lot of times this gives them a chance to meet kids from all over the city of Lima that they might not have ever, have met before. So it's a wonderful thing. And, we get tired and we say, okay, we're done. At 20, we were done. And my daughter said, no, Mom, keep going. So 25, I said, okay, for Lane, we done. Here we are at 27. So, and then one of the sponsors that we have is Lulu's.
Yeah,
from Lulu's Diner. We have a wonderful breakfast, I understand.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And so they're going to sponsor some young ladies. We have several of our local doctors that are going to be sponsoring people. You're so silly.
Thank you, Amy.
So, we don't do it by ourselves. And we still are encouraging people, even if you don't have a child, you can donate and sponsor a child. You can come that night and help out, So it's a community event. We just happen to be in the forefront of it. It's a community event. And we want to thank Superintendent Oxley for allowing us to go into the schools to pass out the registration forms. He's always been one of our backers. Several years ago, she was out of town, but she made it back in time enough to come to the sleepover. And when she walked in, the girls just went crazy, because that was their superintendent at their event. And she stayed for quite a while and had a good time with the girls. So we don't do it by ourselves.
Give us the date, time, cost,
yes.
all the
Okay,
all the
for the girls, it's this Friday, March the 2nd at 7
This
p.m.
Friday.
Friday until 7 a.m. Saturday, and the boys will be next Friday, March the 9th, from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. We're back to Bradfield, and we're excited about being back to Bradfield. Yes. And Mr. Londell Smith has opened his doors for us, and he is just, he's rolled out the red carpet for us to be there. And anything that we need or whatever, he's been, right there for us and helping us out to get this event back at Bradfield. And we're excited to be back at Bradfield. We really are.
Okay, well, I'm glad you said that, because you'd be surprised at the people I talk to, and they think that Mr. Potts, with all due respect, is still directing Bradfield, and that means that you're a little bit out of touch. So get in touch with Bradfield, and let's get in touch with the community. Londell Smith is now running the Bradfield Center, and with all due respect, Mr. Potts is no longer running that. He has retired, so there's a new, fresh, new regime. So start supporting we're trying to get it back. And when I say we, is because anybody that's involved with Bradfield, if growing up, when you put your hands to it, it's a we thing, because it's just home for a lot of us, and for many reasons. So start supporting Bradfield Center. Come out to the events, and the money that goes towards those don't go in people's pockets. The money goes towards to provide for programs for Bradfield Center. So support those events. Please, 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 please. If it's just your time, it's not always about money, but please, please, please support these events. I don't want to get into the news, and I didn't want to slide into that, but we losing our youth. We slowly but surely we losing our youth, and it starts at a seed. You know what I'm saying? And please. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, and one of the things that we talk about too is that even if you don't have a child, you can sponsor a child that might not be able to, their parents might not have the money. Maybe the grandma's raising them and the grandma just doesn't have the money. So you can plant a seed by sponsoring a child. That child can come to this particular program or any other programs that Elaine and I have, and that makes a big difference in that child's life, that somebody cares enough about them to want them to come to these programs. And you never can tell. That child might be the child that comes back years from now and plants another seed and come back and donate their time or help to sponsor another child. We've had that to happen, that some of our former participants come back and they help out as much as they can, or they even send money to help sponsor somebody else.
And I just want to kind of touch on what you said too, that community center vibe. I mean, we're in an era right now where we talk about how our kids are just so running wild or whatever the case may be, but it's that community center that brought everyone together, but like I said, back when I was coming up, we were more Salvation Army, because, by that time, when I was old enough to go hang out, you were at the Salvation Army, so that's where we would go to. So that's where people would congregate, have a good time, shoot ball, play pool and stuff like that. So we definitely got to get that vibe back at the community center. So, definitely a shout out again. Yeah, you did beat me real bad. I didn't know she was like Forrest Gump. No one told me like, hey, that's Forrest, don't mess with her. But I mean, it's those type of places where you get in touch with some adults from the community that are from the city, that just reaching out, just hanging out with young people. So we definitely commend you guys for carrying this on. We'll talk to y'all again next week about the boys sleepover, or definitely at least pub it on the show to make sure we're putting that information out there. But once again, before we go, definitely want to get the time, date, and the cost for the event, so we make sure that they get that in their heads. You don't have a paper. Hold on. Let me get it to the person with the paper.
She know it by heart. Okay, for the girls, it's this Friday now. That's this Friday, March the 2nd, at Bradfield Community Center, beginning at 7 o'clock. And there are registration forms available at the Bradfield Center that you can pick up. And the boys will be next. The cost is $15. And that's roughly $1 and some cents for being there for 12 hours. And all the events that you're going to be having is well worth the money. And food and refreshments. We're going to have refreshments also. And also for the boys, theirs is going to be next Friday, March the 9th, at 7 o'clock. Friday night till 7 a.m. Saturday morning. So we're excited about it, and we're looking forward to having a wonderful time.
And even there, this is one more little plug just for y'all parents out there. This will be your opportunity to drop your daughters off at a safe environment where they're going to learn something, eat something, have fun, and kick it all night long, which means this is your opportunity to take your woman out for a nice little dinner, nice little movie, or just have a little candlelight thing at the crib. So that's another thing you can keep in mind. I mean, it has duality. You know, you can get rid of your kids for the night, and you know, in a safe place, and then they'll come home in the morning, and then they'll sleep the whole next day. Because I know the last time I participated as a grown person, that whole Saturday I was no good. It was a sleep day. So yeah, so definitely bring your daughters out. You know, bring them out this Friday at 7, and they're gonna be in a good place, get some good people, learning, having a good time. I am my sister's keeper. All right, back to Markey.
I'm gonna get you. I know it sounds funny to hear a 30-something-year-old man saying bring your daughters out, but he means to this program. At the Bradfield. Bring them over at the Bradfield. So there it is. Having said that, we want y'all, please, y'all know what I said. If you didn't know what I said, go back earlier and then please support, please. Y'all have a good day. Y'all be blessed. Love one another. Peace. Y'all say peace.
Felt like I sold my soul for fast money, but I told Christ and he went and got it back for me. True story. Pick up the phone when you feel you're alone. My Lord will come down off that throne and lift your spirits up. I know you go through it some days. We all do, but he's there whenever you need